What's good, Way Familiar? It's your boy JK, and I'm back with my first episode of my new series, Rat Caveat, where we bring the fans to the financials of the music industry. So the first person that we got on docket is my man JCole. Shout out to him and Cam. They just did a dope interview and was able to patch things up. You know, Cam had sued JCole earlier for not doing the interview and for a verse that he was supposed to get from him. So it's good that they was able to work it out, because if it happens in court, it can get ugly. So shout out to them for that. But the reason I wanted to make this episode is because I seen not too long ago a couple of Dreamville artists, Dreamville, which is JCole's label. They were speaking highly of JCole and some of the business dealings that he had to do in order for his artists to flourish and keep making music. And here goes some of the clips.
Interscope was swapping out presidents and the staff. They kind of cleaned the building out. It became and they got new people to run too. So all the people that I was working with weren't even working there anymore, and they were kind of giving us the runaround and holding us up and not telling us yo, we don't want to. I don't know what the situation was but I think they were trying to clean up the building to where the people that weren't in the green or the bigger artists, they weren't trying to put no more money into it, you know what I'm saying? And it's hard to recoup as an artist unless you're you know what I'm saying? Unless you got that hit or you're Drake or somebody like that. It's really, really hard to recoup, especially when you get a large sum of money out of the system is rigged, bro. So I was definitely in the red, and I think they were just holding us up. And then we saw that, and I guess, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but that's when they started fighting for us to get out of the Interscope situation, just so we could be free and continue to work, because that's what we needed to do. But
how does it look like getting out of a deal? What are those is there a negotiation? Do you have to pay back money or something?
Not me personally.
Yeah.
I don't know what the exact deal entails. Dreamville does, you know what I mean? But they work something out.
They work something out. All right, we're off.
Yeah. They work something out. I'm sure something had to happen.
Yeah.
I don't know the ins and outs of that.
That's why we're very protective of even Cole, because of what they've done for all of us and the way they've done it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something they might call me and be angry about. We just kind of ended our Universal partnership at Dreamville.
Okay.
And the bros got a nice windfall, when
Absolutely.
it all came to a close.
Absolutely.
And they didn't owe any of us anything, you know what I mean? And they broke bread top to bottom.
Wow.
Serious bread. I think in the 10 years I was over there's not one time they collected, because every time they would come, it would be even Cole yo, let them eat. You know what I mean? And so it's
extremely rare.
It don't happen in our industry.
Extremely
people
rare.
don't move like that.
Yeah.
And they would probably never want me to tell people
I get
this,
it.
but it's I feel like it needs to be known that these dudes move different.
All right, so you should see the clips right there. One of the ones that stuck out to me is the one with Kaz, who's a Dreamville artist. He was speaking about how, at that time they weren't able to give out budgets because a lot of the Dreamville artists weren't able to recoup, which is meaning that they weren't able to pay back the money that they are loaned from the record company in order to make the records. And they weren't selling in order for them to keep getting budgets, from the label. He was also said, where it was key to me, where he said, unless you were Drake type, if you're someone like him that was able to recoup, they weren't really giving out budgets. So in order for me to explain this, and this is why one of the main reasons why I feel like JCole had to really get out of the battle in order to, flourish financially. These are one of the reasons why, and I would have to explain from the top bottom why this is happening. All right, so to let y'all follow along, right? The first, you have to understand that Drake, Kendrick, and JCole are all under the same umbrella, meaning the same parent label, which is UMG, or Universal Music Group. Now, Universal Music Group, like I said, is the parent company. What's under that is JCole is signed to Interscope, which he has the joint venture, or he did, with Dreamville. Drake is with Republic, which is another record label under UMG. Then you have Kendrick, who was signed to TDE / Aftermath and Interscope. which once again is under UMG. So we're gonna start with JCole and then we're gonna work our way down. So starting with JCole around 2023, 2024, like he said, he had as Kaz was stating, they had the Dreamville with Interscope joint venture. Now, with the joint venture, the problem was the artists weren't selling. Majority of the artists wasn't selling, so they're not gonna get a budget. If you're not selling, they're not gonna keep fronting you money to try to invest in you, right? So with that being said, on top of that, being that in 2023, 2024, a lot of things were changing in the music industry where people weren't getting budgets, things weren't, going your way as an artist trying to get money from the label. That kind of hurt him as well. So you have Dreamville where they're not making money, and then they ended up severing ties with Interscope due to such. And on top of that, it looks like JCole was also trying to renegotiate his deal in order for him to, get more ownership, maybe own some of his past masters. So he got to play nice with Interscope. You know what I'm saying? So that's JCole's situation. Now we're going to go to Drake. Drake, same thing. Like I said, he's under Republic. He's able to recoup. He's, doing his thing. He's able to make the money back. Same time, the industry is not trying to give out the money right now, but he is also in renegotiation because he's trying to get more money. I think he was able to recoup, close to $500,000 or even more from his last deal. So he is trying to up the ante and get more bread from Republic at a time where the music industry is really not trying to give out the money right now. Now we get to our guy Kendrick. Now Kendrick, he was trying to get out of his TDE deal for at least 4 to 5 years. Really didn't drop the solo album until Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So that was his last album under TDE until he was able to, he's trying to, get his thing with PG Lang going off. So he's trying to branch off, do his own thing, and renegotiate his contract at the same time. Now, the problem is, same thing, they're not giving out money. And I know a lot of you are gonna say, well, it is Kendrick Lamar, he's one of the top rappers. The problem is, at the time, he was not putting out really constant music as much as the other two, JCole and Drake. So he's trying to work his way back and also trying to get out of the original deal that he's at. So at that time, you also got to remember JCole and Drake did the joint concert. So at that time, they're looking more favorable for them to get, budgets and things going their nature, while Kendrick is trying to work his way back, right? So 2024 comes, the beef happens. Now he goes at JCole and Drake, right? Once he goes at them, JCole is the first one to respond. But here goes the problem right here. Him and Kendrick are both on Interscope. Drake is on Republic. But here's the thing. They can't have JCole and Kendrick go at each other because they're all fighting for this main budget, right? So being that they're fighting for this main budget, the guy that's more favorable right now is Drake. But they're both in rebuilding stages of their career. They're both trying to own their masters and, control their own destiny. So even though they are kind of going at each other, JCole, in the instance, he can't really go too crazy because one, he owes for that Dreamville deal, and he's trying to renegotiate his contract. So being at that time that Kendrick is the guy that's going at the top dog and he's getting the momentum, it doesn't look good for what he's trying to do financially, right? So being that he's trying to go that route, in my opinion, that's why I felt like he had to drop out of that. Now, of course, he may have done it for personal reasons, but he had to play nice with Interscope in order to get what he wanted to get, because I'm pretty sure when one of the Dreamville artists was saying that he allowed them to still get money while still owing Interscope, it's probably because he probably fronted that. He probably paid the artist out of his own pocket. I can't, I don't know the bull pockets and none of that. You know what I'm saying? But it's probably that he had to, come out of his own pocket, or maybe in his new deal, he had to renegotiate for the money that he lost with Dreamville to Interscope. Because once they separate that, you still owe that money unless they just say they'll wipe it away or whatever the case may be. But he still had to play nice with Interscope in order to get what he wanted to get and to keep Dreamville afloat. So it doesn't work for him to go against Kendrick, who right now has the momentum and they're both on the same label. So that's why I feel that he had to just back out of it, because he had to play nice with the company that he's trying to get millions from. You know what I'm saying? So I know a lot of people gonna feel like, oh, he did this, then did it. At the end of the day, you gotta understand with these artists, bro. Once they sign with these companies, they're pretty much, they're stuck. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing they can really do. They can chant all that, they independent, this, that, they really not company men. No, at the end of the day, the companies know, they pull the strings at the end of the day. So it's nothing they could really do. That's why I feel like he had to drop out of it. Kendrick had the ball, he was running with it. It would have been dumb for him to trip him up, because you are already need to play nice with Interscope. So that's why it had to be Drake and Kendrick going at each other. But that is why I feel like he had to fall back for there can be a fall off. You know what I'm saying? So that's my, call it a theory of why JCole had to drop out of the battle between him, Drake, and Kendrick. But that's all I got for today. And let me know in the comments if you think I'm correct, if you think I'm on to something, you think I'm crazy. Just let me know in the comments, and let me know if you want me to keep doing more of these rap caveats. But your boy is out. Know that. Hey y'all, just taking a quick break to show y'all my new and improved website for www.playaway.com. As you can see, you can still get the merch on there. Definitely cop up on that. And now I'm also offering services for consulting for podcasts, the music industry. You want to know how to start a podcast? You need ideas? Hit your boy up, www.playaway.com. I'm out.